from the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park. MLB Network is on the air. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the American League's Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Chris Sale will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Stepping in, George Springer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can execute and have a chance to go deep in this game and turn it over to bullpen. Somebody is going to have to get that big 2-out knock with runners in scoring position.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Bradley moving in. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So stepping in, Jose Altuve, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here comes the first pitch. This is skied into short left center. Bogarts has a play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Justin Verlander gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
So striding in, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Mookie Betts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in hoping to get back on the beam as they've dropped 3 straight.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
At the end of the day, besides wins and losses, this should be the only stat that matters. And that's creating runs for your team, and that's exactly what this team does and this lineup does consistently. They lead the league right now in touching home plate, and more times than not, that's going to lead to a W.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and I fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And he got him.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Striding in for Boston, J.D. Martinez. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Carlos Correa.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Coming to the plate now, Yuli Gurriel. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Benintendi going back. It bangs off the billboard and it's out of here. A 2-run job by Yuli Gurriel. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Man, he threw a 2-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 17 home runs, 56 runs batted in. Takes a high fastball for a strike. No outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 8, Right fielder.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Reddick can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. And that's going to be a base hit for Reddick.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 home. There's a fastball that misses. Reddick, the runner at first with 2 gone. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1. On the ground to the right side. Moreland is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Houston. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Rafael Devers. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman. He can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
Next up for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead. 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. Oh, this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Striding in, Eduardo Nunez will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Altuve loves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. Here's George Springer, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
3rd inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Now the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Leadoff single to start the 3rd right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This one's down to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, dear, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He grounds it sharply to third. A tag for one. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Correa. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. A line shot to third base. Ready to take his hacks again, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And it's fouled away. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three. Two left for the Astros, but they're on top 2-0. There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for this guy. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Called strike 0-2.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Right side and right into the shift. Reined in. And there's one down now. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Digging in, Christian Vasquez, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. Gurriel in foul ground. 2 down. Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Verlander into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. His guys lead it 2-0. Riding in once again, Evan Gattis, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Liner in there for a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
Got him.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Stepping in now, Josh Reddick. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Betts will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air out toward left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Astros leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's Mookie Betts back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Digging in for his second at bat, Andrew Benintendi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a strike. Benintendi swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 5'10" tall. Starts the day as the second leading vote getter among left fielders in all-star balloting, so we may see him in the Midsummer Classic this year.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Here's J.D. Martinez. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business. but I'm also interested.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 26 for him on the season, and the Red Sox are on the board. It's now 2-1.
That one worth another look with our show track technology, and the number you look at here, most definitely the 114-mile-an-hour exit velo. You don't have to hit it that high to get it out of the park when you hit it that hard.
Rafael Devers the next to bat.
Now batting.
As he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. And thanks to the home run, the Red Sox draw a step closer. We played 4. It's the Astros 2 and the Red Sox 1. Digging in and looking for more, George Springer. Last time through was a base hit. Ready. Here's the first offering. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
0-1, no strike.
And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
Boy, that's a bullet right there. You're thinking this is extra bases off the bat, but a terrific play by the outfielder.
Yeah, and I thought he was hanging out watching himself and digging what he had just done, but that's not the case. He was busting it out of the box. Nice play by the defender to get that ball in, holding to his single.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0-for-2 for him to this point. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Correa. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's set and the pitch. 0-1 the count. Comes set and the 0-1. Strike 2 swinging. Bregman is off at first with 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One left for Houston as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Xander Bogaerts, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 72.
Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hit down the third baseline.
Bregman gloves it.
Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
The first baseman, number 18, Mitch Moreland.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Moreland has been having a big season to this point, and so far the fans are rewarding him with a ton of all-star love. He leads all first, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 2-1. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way. 4-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Tries to dump this one out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Digging in and looking for more, Evan Gattis. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fly ball right down the line in left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
1 down.
The left fielder, number 9.
Digging in once again, Marwin Gonzalez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And nobody home. A perfect hit-and-run knock. Gurriel rounds third and is digging for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Hector Velasquez is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with. Josh Reddick will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with 2 men in scoring position and only 1 away. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Gurriel on third. Gonzalez at second with 1 away. A ball and a strike. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Step on the bag for 1. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. The tag, and he's out at the plate. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Astros 2 and the Red Sox 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Vasquez will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Big, slow breaking ball, one that drops in for a strike. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 2-1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings.
Catcher, Ryan McCann.
Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball right into the shift. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
And they'll tag him out in the rundown. 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Chopped weakly to the left. Devers fields it cleanly. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Alex Bregman. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Astros are down quietly. They still lead it 2-1. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a hot shot toward third. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey, D-Row, that's a one-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Now pitching for Houston.
Into the box now, Rafael Devers. Popped him up. McCann is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The shortstop, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the hard line.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Martinez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Red Sox leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Matt Barnes been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in to try it again, Jose Altuve, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. In there, now the throw. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. A throw behind the runner at second. Don't want to forget about it. The 0-1 delivery. Runner breaks for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
3-2 now. 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And he loses him on a breaking ball. Yuli Gurriel will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swing at a bat, as this was the swing right here. And a dive, but he's back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And the runner back. From the stretch, Correa breaking for second. That's a strike. The throw down.
He's safe.
Oh, and 1. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-1. This is grounded foul. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Line toward right center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Evan Gaddis now standing in. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. A runner at first with no outs here. Popped up. Bogarts over to his right. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Marwin Gonzalez. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Gurriel, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez. Runners on the move for second. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Bradley is over. 2 gone.
The batter, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Fouled off. Runner goes for second. Lifted the other way out to left center.
Giving chase is Benintendi.
He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the next up for the Red Sox, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Here's a high pop-up. Gurriel shading to his right. 1 down.
the first baseman, number 18, Mitch Moreland.
Ready once again, Mitch Moreland. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Fouled away. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail it 4-1. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network from Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Joe Kelly enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in for Houston, Brian McCann. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You've got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
He's set. Here it comes. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. McCann gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Now a spin and a throw back to second, just keeping him close. No one out with a runner at second. Now a bunt attempt here.
That ball's foul. You're out.
And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. As a look, now the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Nunez takes it in. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out. So coming to the plate, Jose Altuve. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. He's set, and the pitch. And the slider swung on and shot foul right at home plate. It's strike 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now. Hector Rondon comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bouncer up the middle. And that's out number 1.
The batter, right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Rondon offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the Astros will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Houston took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Justin Verlander gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Hector Rondon wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.